Fiduciary relationship. I'm going to talk about that as it pertains to co-ops. I'm a co-op shareholder. I've been one for about 21 years. I never wanted to buy an apartment. I was always dead set against it because of the shenanigans that go on. I got talked into it by some guy down the street who happens to be the current president, and he always was a president. Anyway, I'm going to share this information so that you know. You may already know, or maybe you don't. But anyway, fiduciary relationship between board members and shareholders. Corporate directors or board members have a fiduciary duty to the shareholders. When a party knowingly accepts a fiduciary duty on behalf of another party, they are required to act in the best interest of that group, not in their own best interest. A board should not do whatever they think is best for themselves. They need to do what's best for the entire group. And they have to be very careful about it and make sure they do their due diligence. Board members have the duty to put the interests of the shareholders ahead of their own. They are both legally as well as ethically bound to do so. Board members have a duty to preserve good faith and trust. That's a big one. Good faith and trust. In other words, be trustworthy. Don't leave yourself open to being questioned. Be transparent. Share information. Don't be secretive. Otherwise, what are you hiding? People are going to be wondering what kind of corruption is happening. And there probably is some kind of corruption happening if you're hiding it, right? Why would you hide it if there's nothing to hide? It shouldn't be an ego thing like, oh, well, I'm the big boss and I get to have all the power and all the knowledge, and nobody else gets to have this information unless I say it's okay because I'm the boss and I wear the pants. It's not like that. That's abusive. That's abuse of power. Anyway, board members have a duty to provide prudent person standard of care. The duty of care applies to the way the board members make decisions that affect the future of the business. Everything you do has to be for the good of the whole, for the whole co-op building, for the future of the co-op building. Not whatever you want to do because you think it's cool and fun or whatever. You can't take it lightly. The board has the duty to fully investigate all possible decisions and how they may impact the business. If the board is voting to elect a new CEO, for example, the decision should not be made based solely on the board's knowledge or opinion of one possible candidate. It is the board's responsibility to investigate all viable applicants to ensure the best person for the job is chosen. Or by another token, because you probably don't have a CEO for your co-op building. This is a case where I've heard other people talk about how they do work, but nobody knows what's happening, who's doing the job, are they getting bids, are they going with the best bid? People don't always share this information, and all of this information should be shared with every shareholder. We all have a right to this information, so that the board is held accountable, because they are human beings and human beings make mistakes. Human beings get lazy. Human beings don't always do what's right for everyone else. Sometimes they put their own needs first. Unfortunately, because then don't be on the board if you're going to be that way. In this situation, if you need to do repairs, make sure you get at least 3 competing bids from reputable providers and share them with everyone. Go over them, check out their background information, get references, and then choose whichever one's the best for the job. If someone's going to do a job for $100,000 and there's someone else who's going to do it for $50,000 and someone else who's going to do it for $60,000, that would be a bad idea to choose the $100,000 one. You would not be exercising duty of care or fiduciary relationship. You would be in breach of your fiduciary relationship if you did that. Okay, so the duty to act in good faith. Even after it reasonably investigates all the options before it, the board has the responsibility to choose the option it believes best serves the interests of the business and its shareholders. Duty to act in good faith requires that directors choose the best option to serve the company and shareholders. If a member of the board of directors is found to be in breach of their fiduciary duty, they can be held liable in a court of law by the company itself or by shareholders. This is a big deal. As too many buildings just do whatever they want to do without accountability, trying to get away with stuff, just acting like it's their building, like there's nobody else who owns it. It's like, this is a collective. This is a bunch of people who paid a bunch of money to be part of this, and you can't just discount them like they're meaningless, like they don't matter. You can't just act like you're president of the world and this is my building, I'm gonna do what I want. Like, no, do the right thing. Get competing bids. If you're gonna do work, do it right. And don't ask for a shit ton of money up front. So in this situation, they all of a sudden decided, after about 21 years of doing practically no work, not keeping up with the repairs that needed to be done around here, and then 7 days before Christmas, during the pandemic, they tell us, you know what? We're gonna raise $400,000, and we need everybody to give us $45,000 cash, lump sum. Oh, actually, take out a loan. Take advantage of the low interest rates. Okay, why are you assuming that everyone could take out a loan? What makes you think that everyone has equity in their property? That's very presumptuous of you, and it is not showing fiduciary duty towards the shareholders. You should have kept up with the repairs as they went along. Fiduciary duty and duty of care means that you keep the maintenance at a rate that is appropriate to cover all the costs of the building and keep a reserve so that if any emergencies come up, you don't have to ask for an assessment because you already have the money there. That way, to replace the money, you can do it gradually and ask for, like, hey, everybody, we're going to tack on an extra $100 or $200 every month for the next 12 months or something like that. You can't tell people, hey, give us $45,000. It's a pandemic. Give us $45,000. Oh, no big deal. Let me just reach into my pocket. Are you kidding me? It's ridiculous. It's nonsense. It should be illegal. It's ridiculous. Do the right thing. Don't do shit like that.